Welcome to the first ever episode of Wahala Meet Yaad. I am JT.
And I'm Annery. This podcast, we thought it would be a good idea to dive into this because JT is Nigerian and I'm Jamaican, and we found each other. And there are so many things culturally that
We want to share.
we want to share and talk about.
Similarities, the difference.
So we decided on the name Wahala Meet Yaad. The thing is, if there's a Jamaican or a Caribbean person listening, they probably don't know what Wahala means. What is Wahala?
Okay, Wahala is a problem.
It's just a problem.
Yeah, Wahala. There's problem, there's Wahala. So it just means problem.
Yeah.
So I think the whole pronunciation will probably be like problem meets yard.
Yeah, because Jamaicans we say yadi yad.
Yeah.
Yaga yad.
Yama.
No. So we thought at the very first episode a good idea was to introduce or just talk about what we thought about each other's culture before meeting each other, because I can say that we dive deeper into our cultures after we met, but before it was just surface level.
Yes, so what you're trying to say is that what is the perception people normally have
Yes.
about a particular country?
Yeah.
In this case study, we are dealing with Jamaica and Nigeria. So
It's a case study.
yeah, it's a case study.
Okay.
So for me, when you hear about Jamaica, the first thing you hear about them is weed.
Read.
Yeah. Igbobian.
That's what you call it, Igbo.
Yeah, that's what we call Igbo. Igbolabi. Igbobian.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the first thing. And the second thing is that we hear they are very, very rude
Jesus.
and disrespectful.
So it's just bad.
Yes.
Weed and rude.
And the third thing is that they like to knock where.
Oh my God. What's knack? For anybody that don't know.
Where knock mean to have sex.
Mm-hmm.
So yes. So yeah, and I think those are the surface characteristics that I can mention right now. Oh, but of course, I think they have some good qualities that I would like to mention as well. They have good parenting system, which is more like the African parenting system. They always want to portray good image, and they are self-conscious about themselves, and they are very clean. And some other characteristics that I can't remember right now. It's really more like they're really more like Africans, which is good, and I like that about them a lot. Then when you just think of Jamaican, those are the things you will just hear.
And Bob Marley.
Of course, the music, Bob Marley, reggae.
I think that's the top.
I think that
Top
should
thing
be
for most people.
Yeah, that should be the number one. That should be the number one.
Not just number, like the top. Like people think Jamaica, they think weed, sunshine and beaches, like the vacation spot. Bob Marley, probably Bob Marley number
I
one.
think Bob Marley is number one. Reggae. When people think about Jamaica, they think about reggae. That's it.
Well, what did you think about the women specifically?
Well, I mean, what I basically think about the women is one.
Before you met me.
Yeah, before I met you, the preconceived notion that I had about the women, what I think about them when I just see them is wahala. Problem.
Not even the beauty. Jamaicans are beautiful. The women.
Of course, they are beautiful. But I don't notice that. What
first.
I normally notice is problem.
Jesus.
In as much as they are beautiful, it's problem and attitude problem. Everything just come with it. It's
You're
a full
not
package.
describing me though.
It's a full package. Attitude problem.
This is not me, right?
I'm not describing you. I'm describing Jamaica in general. Both the men and the women. Attitude problem. Here comes in a package.
We're spicy.
I mean, disrespectful, rude.
Nothing good.
Nothing good, except in the other room. They are very good.
In bed.
Exactly. Apart from that one, when it comes to character, I think they have nothing to write home about.
Jesus. Oh my God.
The character is nasty. Toxic.
Gross.
That's it.
The roast.
You know.
Oh my. Okay.
So tell me, I mean, you've heard Nigeria. What's the first thing you think? I know what you're going to say, but what is the first thing you...
What do you think I'm going to say?
Scam. Is that the first thing you're going to see? That's it. That's basically it.
Wait, is it Nigeria that the term Yahoo boys come from?
Yes.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, but yeah, first thing is scamming.
Mm-hmm.
I heard you guys scam left, right, and center. And you guys scam to the extent where if someone is not scamming you, like you guys are so sensitive to picking up scam. So if somebody comes and say, "Hey, I hear your accent. Where are you from?" It's like you guys look side eye, like, "Why are you asking that?"
Yeah, we want to know why you're asking
You
because
guys don't trust
no,
anybody.
this is it. This is it. Nigerians, we before we share information, we have to really know you before we share information. That's where that comes from.
Because you guys scam
No,
people
it's not.
so
No, it's
much.
not because of the scam. It's not because of
You
that
don't
scam.
trust.
No, it's not because of the scam. It's because of the fact that we don't share. So, in as much as we want to share, we want to try as much as possible to know the kind of person you are before we share anything.
To just tell them that you're from Nigeria?
Why would I tell you I'm from Nigeria? Why would I
Why
just tell you?
wouldn't you? Like,
Because you just asked me. I will just tell you I'm from Nigeria. Start giving you information for
I
no damn
mean,
reason.
I will walk with my Jamaican flag. People don't even have to ask me. I so willingly want to tell the world
Oh
that
no,
I'm
of
Jamaican.
course we will walk Nigerian flag, but on a normal day, I'm not holding my flag. But if you ask me,
Where are you from? I
where are
hear
you
an
from?
accent. I mean,
Yeah,
I've actually
yeah. I
not
have an answer.
not to call you out, but like I see this with almost every Nigerian I've met though.
Mm-hmm.
But like even with you, one time we got in an Uber and somebody asked,
Oh yeah.
somebody said, I hear the person was Jamaican, right? So I kick it off with the person instantly. But then the person realized that JT wasn't Jamaican. So he's like, I hear
Right,
a different
right.
accent. Where are you from? And JT paused like like he's wondering like, why are you asking me that?
Yeah, but at the end of the
What's the
day,
harm?
there is no harm. I mean, I want to know why you're asking. At
Because
least,
he even said it because he heard the accent.
yeah. I mean, well, who doesn't want to know why you're asking a particular question? Where I'm from, I don't know who you are.
But that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That was a branch off from the scamming point. But that's what I heard about you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next thing is I don't know, growing up watching anytime there was an African movie, which
Mm-hmm.
more than likely came from Nigeria,
Right.
it was some witchcraft type something to suggest don't get in any problem with you guys because you could be walking down the street and something happened to you. I don't know. You guys wouldn't call it voodoo.
There is voodoo back home, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's washing away with Western civilization.
It was washed away by
I mean, it's washing away gradually because of Western civilization. You get what
right.
I'm saying? There are good voodoo, there are bad voodoo. There is good or bad. There is good or bad in everything, regardless. So I think those things they were portraying in the movies, it was just to show that this is our culture, this is who we are.
Yeah, but it's not that big part of your culture. I don't know why the movies that made it to our side of the world was just so heavy on
Well,
witchcraft.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe you were tuning to a particular YouTube that was showing
No, it
witchcraft all the
wasn't even
time.
YouTube. It was like those DVD days.
It
And
wasn't. It was no. It was those days. They didn't really do much about witchcraft.
that's the
What
thing. I
movies
don't
they
know.
were doing? No, what the movies they were doing those days. Let me be very, very frank. The movies they were doing those days was like village movies. You know, like village settings.
Here's
Then
my
then
heart.
they were
Do you know
doing.
that song?
Then they were producing the town movies. You know, like the what is going on in Nigeria. You know, the
No.
corruption, the this thing. Those were the movies they
Those
were
never
producing those
came
days.
to us. The movies
Oh.
that made it to us were the witchcraft ones.
Interesting.
So because of that, no, I had like this mindset where like if I interact with you guys, don't cross your wrong path because I don't want anything happen to me. Like that's the mindset I had. That this is before I came to the US though.
Right.
This is my mindset before
Oh.
I really even met anybody from Nigeria. I only had like a math teacher. Another one is that you guys always have a wife back home. When we meet you guys outside your country, like when you're in the US, it's like you find a wife and you guys always have some other wife back home, a whole other family. back home.
Most of our uncles did that, but this present generation don't really have time for that.
Yeah, because I mean, with technology.
Technology, everything is the world is a global village right now. So back home those days, I mean, I think most of our uncles that came here, I think they used to do it. So I mean, yeah, so
But Jamaica have that
they did it
culture
for a
too.
reason.
But Jamaica does it too. But you guys have, I feel like, get it
We just
worse
have
with the
more
stigma.
population.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Statistics wise, we just have more population. I think that's it.
And then the Western world depicted not just Nigeria, the entire Africa as just this hungry, starving, no modern civilization, just the depiction that they gave.
Yeah, the depiction that they give
was so wrong, though.
gave to the rest of the world. Yes, yeah, I think what they gave to the rest of the world was just basically media suppression to show the beauty of Africa. Instead of they were just showing hungry kids with kwashiorkor and going to the
Kwashiorkor.
deep village and all of that. I mean, some of the people that normally comes to Africa, maybe other parts of Africa, they will come and like humanitarian stuff. When they comes, they just gather little kids together that are playing.
Yeah.
They just take picture with them and stay at the middle and think this is Africa. They go to one particular country, they do the same thing. So it's due to the fact that they have more media, they tend to suppress the truth about Africa. So it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
That's a very large topic, though. If we really want to talk about that,
that's big, right?
it's big, very big.
Because
there's a lot of things to talk about.
I was kind of shocked that you and I had such similar upbringing. But and another thing is like the idea that you guys live among the wild animals and stuff like that.
Yeah, that notion was done by the Western media. That is a big topic, baby. If you want to talk about that, it's a very large topic. So
I mean, this is before I came to the US, though. So this is my teenage and younger mindset of Africa.
And to even make the matter worse, the first time I saw an elephant was in America.
Yeah. I was gonna say that because you said that to me. That the first time I actually saw some of these animals is when I came to America.
Yeah.
When you went to the zoo or something.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Because back home, we never ever, I never ever have time to go to the zoo. Though we have a zoo, I never even went. But here, I was like, okay, let me go to the zoo and see what's in the zoo. And I saw an elephant lying. I was like, oh, this is my first time of actually seeing it live.
We wouldn't even expect you guys to have a zoo because we thought that
they were just living with us.
I remember one time I met somebody here. I went to, let me just say church for now. It wasn't church, but church and I told someone that I'm from Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And the man was like, something to suggest that I can't wait to go visit Jamaica and just imagine your alarm clock is a monkey and stuff like that. Like he thought that, we're greeted with monkeys in the morning. We don't even have monkeys in Jamaica.
Okay. It's just the media. The media tends to play a major role in this particular topic. So
it's to incite fear as well, though.
It does.
So you don't have any interest.
Let's not go
it's
into
a whole
deep,
other
because
topic.
if I go into deep, I
we
have
can
a
talk
lot.
about it.
I have that's a very broad topic. It's a very broad topic.
Okay. Let me say I have positives, by the way. Those are my cons. So the men are masculine and believe in taking care of their family and like that provider mindset.
Right.
And of course, I always heard that you guys are super smart and music, of course. The thing that had me like attracted to the men now, as I say, is that provider mindset that they have. Because I don't know, Jamaican men to me, one thing that will kind of turn me off from them is the fact that, I don't know, they're okay with their women being more ambitious than them.
This is one thing I noticed about the Jamaican people, okay?
All right.
In fact, the whole Caribbean.
Jeez.
I noticed that the family train the female child more, send the female child to school, and tell the male child to go learn a trade.
Yeah.
But in Nigeria setting, it's different. It's the other way around. In the Nigeria setting, we see men as the provider.
Mm-hmm.
So they tends to train the man while the woman waits. Then when the man attains an education and is working, then he can in turns take one or two responsibility from the family, maybe train one or two kids and help the parents, That's how it is.
Yeah, the way it is in Jamaica, the way I've seen it or heard about it is like if you have a yard full of kids and the parents can't afford to send everybody to school, they would tend to send the girls to school and pay for the girls to seek the education, get the degree and everything to carry the family forward more than the male. The males would stay home, go work in the field
Right.
and everything. And yeah, but it's a complete, like you said, it's a complete flip where
Yeah.
you're from.
So by that saying, so the men and the women are the provider. That's what you're trying to say.
You have some men who will do, but it's more the female.
Statistically, it's female.
I can't say statistically because
don't
I'm
have
not
the data.
looking at the actual data, but
Right.
just off of what I've seen growing up, the girls tend to go further and end up making more money than the men and
Right.
end up being the breadwinner technically,
Right.
which is weird. I don't know why we tend to do that. I don't know what the full benefit is and why they prefer to do it to the girl. Is it that they think the girls are more responsible than the men?
I think that culture was adopted from the Western world, if I'm not mistaken, because this is it. Okay, this is just my perception too. If a woman is a provider in a household, that household will not stand the test of time. What I mean is that there are some qualities that a man possesses that a woman doesn't possess, and there are some qualities a woman possesses that a man doesn't possess. A man possesses the quality of a provider. That's what men are meant for. Men provide solutions. Just tell us what you want. We'll provide solution. So that Western stuff is that those days, even in America, the men were the sole ruler of a house compared to now. They were the sole ruler of a house. They controls everything. What happened was that during the Western Industrial Revolution. So due to the war that happened then, a lot of men lost their lives and everything, and they needed the workforce.
Right.
So they convinced the women to come into the workforce.
And it was great timing because they were already protesting that they wanted to
women
go out
already
and work.
protesting that they want to work, they want to do this, they want to do that. So it was just an eye opener for them, and they were like, okay, this is it. They took the
So you know what?
opportunity and they started
Just send
working.
them anyways.
Yeah, they started working, and women started getting involved in politics and everything. So they started changing a lot of policies relating to women.
Oh, so you're trying to say it's because of that Western ideology.
Yes, it is. They started changing the policies relating to women. Those stronghold, like a man needs to run the household and everything, they were breaking it
down.
They were breaking it down with policies because women were not getting involved in politics and trying to lobby to pass those policies that would favor them.
The feminists.
Yes. It started this movement, and so they needed their voice to be heard, and the men looked at it, and the men started passing those particular stuff and saying, because the men forced them to work. So they realized that, well, since we forced them to work, let's also give them voice.
Okay, so women became in charge of the household. But how is it that the men became that weak? You would expect that to equate things, level the playing.
It was a system. It was a system because
to the point where a yard will have male and female, and they choose to send the girls to school over the boys.
Yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head around that, why they normally do that, but I have no idea. But I'm just brushing, what I'm just saying is just the fact that the influence from the women during the agitation and everything actually made them pass a lot of laws to protect them, both good and the wrong ones, that gave them the full liberty to have the system behind their back. Women, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, but the one you're saying.
But this is like a household thing. So they brainwash the households to the point where they train them that boys are insignificant and send the girls to school over the boys.
Yeah, but that Jamaican thing, that Jamaican thing, I don't really know. It's not even Jamaican thing, it's the whole Caribbean. I don't really know why they do that.
But, speaking of it, is in the US too. It's in the black community in the US as well.
That's true.
It's in black Americans for real.
Yeah, that's true.
The boys go to the streets and figure out life on their own, and the girls are protected and housed,
I
and
think
they are sent to
I
school
think
too.
I think it's in this. I think the system makes it like that. Though I don't know why and I don't know how, but I'll find out. Yeah, because I think so. I actually think so because
Because girls are seen as more responsible. Girls
right,
are responsible. Boys tend to go out, go on the street, play, end up in some mix up.
right. But in Africa, that's a whole different flip because we believe that the boy
It's not
is the
just
owner of the household.
right.
Because the
He
boy
carries on the name.
he has to carry the family name. I mean, when a girl marries, they carries the husband's name. So
She leaves to
she
the home.
leaves the house. So who is going to take care of the house? The
But
boy.
and in your culture too, and other cultures, it doesn't mean that the girl marries off to a useless family. Like
Oh
the
no.
family protects.
Yeah, I think I know what you're trying to say. What you're trying to say is that when and when
They
a
still
girl,
protect the future of the girl by making sure she marries up or marries
yeah,
into
yeah,
a family that
yeah, she married into a family that is okay,
will take care of
that will
her
take
and
care of
everything.
her.
So it's not just saying, oh, they invest into the boys
No,
to carry on the family name and don't care about the girls.
no,
Like they still
they
try
still make sure the girl is married to a very okay family.
a family that also protects her and takes care of her.
And if the family maltreats her and trying to treat her back,
She can
she
always
can
go
always
back
come
home.
home. That's how it's done back home.
So if anybody wants to chime in on the conversation and enter the comments, just tell us what you know about this history with Jamaica investing in the girls more than the boys. Give your 2 cents and let's keep the conversation going.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when it comes to providers, you have a broader take on what it means to be a provider. And I want to introduce this because I want to talk what I was defining a provider role as.
All right.
I
Well, tell me what
yeah.
your thought about it before you.
Yeah, like because even before, like I always say, okay, I would like a man that understands what it means to be a provider. Thinking that I knew what it meant, I was basing it solely on financial, meaning he knows how to use his money and take care of the household.
Right. That's just one aspect of being a provider.
So what else is there?
Being a provider, you literally embodies a lot of qualities
Beyond financial.
beyond financial. Financial is just a fragment of it. Being a provider, you have to be able to provide your presence. You have to be consistent. And
What's the benefit? Okay, finish. Finish what you said.
presence and consistency. Whether I mean, okay, let me define them. If I say one particular characteristic, I'll define it. Okay, presence and consistency simply means that, like, you have to be there, not just passively. Seeing you doing a lot of things, like whether you like it or not, whether you're in a good mood, you're in a bad mood, you still have to be present and you still have to be consistent in whatever you're doing.
Can I add to that or buttress?
Yeah.
When you say provide stability, it reminds me of a female's cycle, how we go through a monthly cycle that has like 4 phases. I'm not diving into it. And how a man's cycle is daily with your testosterone, your hormones and everything. All that to say, with us females, I might have a week where I'm energetic and able to get things done and whatever. And I might have a week or two where I don't have that much energy and I need to rest and I need to whatever, which is, it's not a stable pattern in a household
Right.
as compared to a man
who has the stability,
who's able to maintain
consistency,
a leveled playground and keep everything balanced.
keep everything balanced. Yeah, I mean, that's the big difference. It's not that it's not that the man has that particular characteristic. I mean, he's not superior to the woman. No, he's not superior. It's just that is his responsibility. There is also the responsibility of a woman that the man cannot do.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So, I just want to clear that notion because most people might think that, because the man has some traits that they think is more superior than the other. No, it's not. No trait is superior than the other. It's just that you as biologically, you are be fortunate to do things like that. You get what I'm saying? So it's so different. So another characteristic that I can talk about being a provider is providing emotional support.
Right. And
Emotional
exactly the same
support.
explanation I gave is the
Yes,
reason why we
emotional
need that
support
from men.
because I mean, just like she said, in the woman cycle, they have different mood swings and all of that, which is four. So a man can have one single emotional. What's
It's
it called?
easier for you guys
It's
to
easier.
regulate.
It's easier for us to regulate our emotions because we don't think too much. We actually think about the core things in life,
And you stick to it. You
and
guys
we
don't
stick
flip
to
flop
it.
like
We
that.
don't flip flop. Yeah.
Imagine how great that is for a household with children now. Whenever the mother is going through all whatever phase, even if it's pregnancy too, where she will have months out where she's super tired and drawn out, or months where for now that I think about it deeper, you guys really as men stay the same
Yeah, we stay
throughout
the
the
same.
year.
Yeah, we do.
And we will be going through those phases if it's even either our monthly cycle or pregnancy or postpartum or whatever. Throughout all of those phases that affect us emotionally
Yeah.
or and physically, you guys are there. That is needed in a household where there are children.
The kid has to
Somebody
see somebody that is stable,
that keeps everything
everything
constant.
constant. Because if there is fluctuation, this and this and
Too
this,
much
too much
fluctuation.
fluctuation, it will affect the kids.
Of course.
It's very
And
important.
it will put burden on the children, of
Mhm.
course, because
Of course, it will.
the children will have to start filling the gap if the father is not present.
Yeah, that's it. And
I never thought about it. I thought about it, but I never like opened that
yeah, I
chapter.
mean that's why in this 21st century, there's a saying that the household that has a father the kids tends to have emotional balance. Because they can actually think properly and because they got the support from both people. They know how the imbalance works. They know how the balance works. So they join the two together, and they're a powerhouse. Another characteristic I'm going to talk about again of provider is leadership and guidance. Leadership and guidance. So in every household, whether you like it or not, every kid they look up to their dad. Whether it's a girl or a boy, they all look up to their dad. So if the dad is providing the leadership and is providing it very well, they will emulate that. If the dad is not providing it very well, they will also emulate that. Whatever the dad provides, that's what they take.
You're right. It's even deeper than we even saying it.
Oh yeah, of
There's
course.
a lot more to it.
There's a lot more, yeah. We're just brushing the surface.
And it lets us know that when women say we don't need a man because
we're coming to that
our
part.
own money.
We're coming to that part. We just want to brush off the other characteristics of being a provider. Some of them.
As soon as we start making our own money, we say we don't need a man. We get rid of the man. And so I can raise my child by myself. I can raise my son by myself.
Yeah. Then at the end of the day, they end up in the internet crying. What the system is feeding the women in this 21st century is very, very bad. In the sense that they feed them that they can do it by themselves. I mean,
they're working in overdrive because they're trying to be the man.
They're trying to be masculine, and so it's just a turn off. It's a big turn off to most guys that are actually stable and know what they're doing. But when they see things like that, they just run away because it's a turn off.
But so many guys don't even know what it means
because
to be a man because
they were raised by their mother, and there was no man in their house, and it continues the cycle.
Because as soon as they start a family, they might run away too.
Yes.
Or restart it, or the woman might say, I don't need you to. It's both ways too. So
it is. But not that there are no boys raised by their women that are still very okay, But it's very, very rare. It's few.
But psychologically, it must be hard for men though, because you know what just hit my mind? Because I rarely ever see an example of a woman respecting a man in my culture.
Yeah, like I said, the preconceived notion about Jamaicans is that they disrespect a lot.
Yeah, we really don't put value on men like that. it's a common thing for women to just be like, man a drunk crow. You know what a drunk crow is?
Yeah, drunkard.
The scavengers.
Yeah.
The flying. Man a drunk crow. Man a dog. Like just pure bad things about men.
There must be a reason for that.
Yeah, like I hardly have an example of seeing a woman respect a man. Well, yeah, that's really all that we have time to talk about for today. But I would love to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments. So, I mean, join the discussion. And if you have anything that you want to ask us for us to answer on the very next podcast. But this is how we close out. This is Wahala Meet Yaad.
Yeah, and thanks for listening.
Yeah, with JT and Anne.
And we'd like you to subscribe and
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah,
support the
subscribe,
channel.
like, hype the channel up. Thanks for listening and
Yeah, thanks for listening. And
bye.
that's it.
Wahala.
Wahala Meet Yaad.